Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the final game of Week 3 SFU League. My name is Sayonara, and today I'm joined by Joxy to cast this match. Special duo here for OverDrive versus Cryptic on Clubhouse. This is going to be an interesting one.
Hey, right, Sayonara. We did see OverDrive last week lose to Netgoblin 7-2, which is unfortunate for them. They got 6-0'd in the first half, which was a little rough, but they managed to get 2 rounds in their final half, but ended up falling short. And Cryptic is new to this league. They replaced Cobra Kai, and so we don't really know much about them. We don't know anything.
There's a big question mark on them as a team.
Yes.
And I think OverDrive is a good opponent to count them into this league, because OverDrive did get one of the first wins of the league, if I remember, against Not Sober. It was an overtime win. Not the strongest team we've seen so far, but they are definitely capable, so this is going to be quite a interesting one. Going into bans, basic ones for Clubhouse so far, Habana and Thatcher. 2 very strong operators on this map, nothing to really be surprised by. See our defending picks here for Cryptic. Cade ban, also a bit interesting.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty default, definitely for Clubhouse, but mainly for pretty much any map.
Clubhouse is a very default map. See, the last defender pick here is a Valkyrie. Denying that intel, this is very run-of-the-mill bans. Without Habana, it's going to make getting hatches a little more tricky, and without Cade, it's going to open up more room for the attackers. So, we're going to see this here. Now, last week, OverDrive did have lots of trouble with their attacks. Tell us a bit about that, Joxy.
So yeah, they were really aggressive, and their droning was a little lackluster, to say the least. And I believe that was their first half, correct?
Their first half, yes. They lost 6-0 on their attacks.
Yes. So looking up the lineup, they're going basement, and they have the Jaeger, Rooney, Malusi. Pretty default setup, and they're 6-picking off that Rooney into a mute, actually, which is pretty interesting.
This is a mirror setup for basement. These can sometimes be tricky to deal with, and I believe we've got also pretty straightforward attacking lineup. Yeah, got Shaiko on the entry here. Not the first time you've heard that.
Protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
They're going to set up this church wall for this Mira to be able to watch the main stairs, most likely. And that Malusi's also going to try to slow these attackers down. It's going to be interesting to see how Cryptic attack this here. They are new. So, did they do their VOD review? Did they see how OverDrive did their defenses? And to be fair, in their loss to Nutgoblins, OverDrive looked very good on defense. Would you agree?
Yeah, for those 2 rounds that they did win, they definitely looked a lot better than their attack. A lot more coordinated, and looks like they have a strat book in play, but unfortunately fell short after that 3rd round.
There's a Mira on the generator wall. That's actually pretty interesting. You don't see that super often.
Attacker's objective is
yeah, because it is kind of, it doesn't really give you much sightline because it's blocking the generator, but maybe they're just watching oil pit drop.
I expect them to have someone holding there, and here's our attack coming in, clearing out the strip club side of the map. We're gonna have Exhibit drone in his team here, get the control needed. Doesn't look like a super heavy roam from OverDrive either. Looks like they're just sticking to site, keeping some guys on the staircases, listen out for people coming in, and just biding their time. That's super normal for this site. Don't need to do anything fancy. Just gonna try to adapt to what the attackers do, playing very reactive here, which is very smart.
You see Fizzy trying to get a little cheeky on those secret stairs there, but ended up pulling back down. They're gonna turtle up on site here, and really react. You see Skinny
he's spinning out of control here.
Turning up his DPI.
Hit the wrong button on his mouse, but they have mid-4 control, and there's no threat top floor. 2 minutes in, 1 minute in, sorry, 2 minutes left. And that Moto hatch is going to get open with a little bit of distance, and Nomad's going to start covering the flanks. And Cryptic is looking pretty good on this clear here. They're going to get ready to start applying pressure where needed. That's where the sludge comes into play. And Impact tricks the hatch. There's their hard breach down for Thermite. They're going to have to mav open the hatch if they want it open, which is going to be difficult here. They're going to need to make sure their coverage is good. Really poor timing from the sledge there. Switching weapons as Malusi crosses.
Yeah, getting real aggressive on those vert holes.
That's just unlucky right there. See, Thermite's pushing down main stairs. Now, Thermite doesn't have any breaches left, so he is able to get aggressive here because his utility is burnt.
Yeah, just holding a passive angle on that Moto. And it's one drop moto. Is that what I saw?
I think it was an Iona clone. It might actually be, no, that is Iona
Real
and
Iona
Moto.
Moto already. Minute
They're
left.
hunting for this execute here. Close angle with Mute on the wall, and he takes out Shaiko. Fought with the opening pick into this game. And now we're gonna look for the rest of Cryptic to be closing in from all sides here to put pressure where needed. Abum
40 seconds
going
left.
back upstairs. Fizzy gets taken down by Exhibit from vertical holes in kitchen. Good play, and Fawn's gonna take damage from a nade there. They're getting ready for this execute here, getting their last drones into sight,
down.
saying, yep, we know where you are, we're ready to go. And there's Ledge getting 2, getting his 3rd, and that's it. The execute falls apart pretty quickly for Cryptic there.
Yeah, that Mav dropping down Moto Hatch without anyone really covering him with the diffusers, a little interesting there. Yeah, they got mid-4 control really fast, but they just stalled out on the execute. Didn't really know where to push from, and without that kitchen hatch opened, it was a little rough.
OverDrive did a good job playing aggressive on the angles during that kind of turtle setup, but here we're going to go into a CC cache defense. Let's see how much control they give up early here. Not really giving up, kind of just letting them have it, saying, hey, you could have it, come fight us in sight. And they did, and OverDrive fought them in sight and won.
Whoa.
Trading off the Thermite for a Nomad. I guess that's to counter their aggression, but I don't believe anyone even tried to flank that round. They just kind of held positions, but we'll see what they do here. You've got the Wamai and Jaeger to make sure this Raptors player is going to be perfectly safe and very comfortable.
Yeah, they were showing that Tachanka before the 6 pick. I thought they were going to keep it. You don't really see much Tachanka play. Usually the smoke is pretty default, but they 6 pick
Kind
back
of
on the
just a
smoke.
different flavor of smoke. And
Yeah.
if you know what you're doing with him, he can be very scary, but for this site, smoke is perfectly fine. And Font clearly very good with the SMG-11, getting 2 kills that round, as well as their entry pick.
5 seconds to go.
And as you can see, drones already set up from
Attackers are
Cryptic.
moving out to locate a bomb and defuse
They've
it.
got a little bit of info already.
Might see a little spawn peek here from Fizzy. Oh,
And he gets fried by Abum. Yeah, that's a pretty hard fight to lose that early, 15 seconds into the round, but that's the risk you take. Now, Platwall is going to get map tricked open here. That's at least the idea. You can see the Sledge prepping it early, that way he's not in danger of getting it after it's tricked. Sledgehammer is bouncing off a little bit, but here we go. Now they're ready to get the wall open.
Bomb located by attackers.
Defenders, I don't believe, are roaming too much here. Actually, Skinny is hiding in bar, it looks like. Downstairs, the Jaeger. He's going to be watching for those going below. Mavtrick's a little sloppy, and a nade from below. Font losing his shield and taking over half his health and damage. That's a very important position to clear out early, because that denies a lot of pressure you could put on Platwall once it's open, which now it is.
Yeah, that's really smart by Cryptic there, needing that shield from below.
I believe they just did that from the front door themselves. Now Font's taking even more damage, and he's downed. I believe that was from Sledge on Platwall.
Attackers
I think it
located
was.
the
Good
bomb.
angle there, but he is in a safe position to get revived, so he's going to be one shot for the rest of this round, but no, gets shot from below. Really smart play by Abum to go below stock there. Their info game is working out really well here. They're getting this pressure garage. There we go. Now they have garage. They're getting ready to close in here. Way better attack. Skinny's holding this angle. Gonna watch for the run-in on Platwall while Velo is watching the red run-up. Taking their last couple seconds to drone before this execute.
They still have a minute left, too. They can take their time
A
on
full
this.
minute. And Exhibit's planting on default. Velo goes
they
down
killed
on
the
red. It's
score.
up to Skinny to 1v5 here. And he dies out to the man construction. A flawless attack, I believe. All 5 were alive.
Yeah, and that attack really looked a lot more coordinated from Cryptic there. They got a couple picks early, especially with that small peak, and I mean, they really did night and day difference from the 2 rounds there.
Absolutely. They got their drones in before they executed, knew where everyone was, and sent it. And they won their gunfights. 5-man up to their 0. Now we're gonna go back to the same site. Let's see how they defend this differently. Still only bringing the Maverick, which is perfectly fine for this site. Believe they're just gonna be focusing that plat wall again. Worked wonders for them that time. And switching off to the Buck, they want to put more pressure below here. Buck going below into stock, shooting open the floor makes Cash very scary to sit inside for defenders.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess that OverDrive should, put more pressure on that stock because that shield getting taken out was pretty important and made the smoke of Font really have to go into Cash, and then ended up someone got shot through it as well. So I would expect someone to be playing down there at least, or at least some info.
And good intel early before the round even starts from Cryptic. Now, OverDrive here, if I had to guess, they're going to focus more, keep those early bodies. Fizzy dying out early is the last thing you need when you're fighting against a Cryptic that knows what they're doing on this site. They clearly had their intel for that round, and they just wanted to push in. So, what they're going to do now, most likely play a little more safe, kind of say, alright, maybe these guys aren't what we thought they were after that first round. Let's kick it up a notch. Going into second gear here, round 3. Gonna look for a similar direction of attack from the attackers here. Gonna aim towards plat wall. And they're gonna try to get the info before they go in, but Mute denies their intel. Same strategy as last time. Gonna open up this plat wall before going in. And they do have that angle from garage into stock. That's their way of denying it this time. Good adaptation there. And Skinny, hiding in the lounge bar area.
So close to the wall.
Sending shots to the wall. He's gonna apply pressure here. He doesn't need to do anything fancy. He knows that. He's already backing off. He just needs them to know he's there and have them be scared. Looks like Fink is cooking a nade from below, though. Abum, no damage on any players. I don't know if any util got destroyed by that. But see how they change this here. Cryptic still taking it at a medium pace, making sure to prioritize their intel now. That's the main mistake they made the first round, and now they've definitely fixed that.
Yeah, now Mav.
They are going to go for this master side now. Buck's taking a little bit of damage from Logi. That's a smoke canister used early just to keep them off their back.
Getting pretty aggressive in that construction, but yeah, you do not want them to take full construction control with a minute 30 left on the clock.
And OverDrive doing a good job of trying to deny their pressure, but Cryptic's got their info, and Font with an electric shot onto the Maverick there. That's going to be his nades gone now.
Another good shot.
Font is something else on this SMG today. That's 2 entry kills in this game for him so far. He's gonna throw another smoke, looking at him with 1 left. But OverDrive's winning all their fights. It's just left to Shaiko and Plex to take on this round, 2v5. Shaiko is 1-shot, gonna be very difficult here, but he takes out Skinny. I believe that's their 1 roamer down. Now, they're gonna take their time, leave a flank drone for the defenders.
30 seconds left, and Busy with an amazing
another good shot, and he's gonna swing out on Plex and wins it. See, that's the aggression we're talking about with OverDrive. When they're confident in their gunfights, they're not scared of swinging you. You may call it over-aggression, but if you're not going to deny their aggression, they're going to take it. And that's exactly what they did right there.
Yeah, especially with all the info they had. They knew that that they were both construction side, and the Nomad was outside of highway window, but he just swung on it because he had the info and he's just confident in his gun skill. And you know what? I would do the same thing if I were him. So it's 2-1 OverDrive.
Way cleaner defense. They're going back and forth here already. This is going to amount to quite the game here. Another basement defense. Trading out the Aruni for a smoke. They're bringing the same Mira setup most likely. We'll see how this goes out. Curious to see how they do with their roam game here.
I'm bringing the Maverick. Maybe they don't think they're going basement again because they didn't bring the thermite. But maybe they just going to try to map those hatches.
Either way, maybe they're just confident they could it's more than enough to get both hatches with his canisters, and if they're working the intel like they were for the past 2 rounds, they should be perfectly fine getting those hatches open. They got that mirror watching main stairs again, pre-placed in stock. These hackers are looking to get early control here and just get pressure as soon as possible.
It seems like OverDrive has
10
pretty
seconds to go.
default holds, I would say, on defense for Clubhouse. You know, you
5
see these
seconds
in
left.
basic any rank games, but
You also see them in any Pro League games. Clubhouse, not Bank. Clubhouse is a very difficult map to get creative on. You could do some interesting roam setups, but honestly, these defenses, there's a reason why everyone uses them from ranks to Pro League. It's because they work, they're reliable. You could do small altercations, like he's only just now getting the stock hatch. They had that pre-drone, so now they're going to try to hunt him down. Is he going to challenge them? Oh, he gets lit up going back down secret. That was a risky play there, but he got hatched, so... Oh, and Shaco shuts it down from the cutoff oil pit. Excellent cutoff there. And Exhibit, the Maverick, is down. That's a really hard pick to lose early. Outside of secret. He's going to get revived, though, by the Finka boost. And now, after a quick start, Fizzy gone on the entry once again.
And fellow there, Ratty and Jen, came down those secret stairs, I believe.
Yeah, I believe he peeked out secret window to down Maverick, which is one hell of a pick, and even though he may still be alive, he is going to be hurt, so just one shot or a nitro or anything is going to take him out, and he's got this kitchen control here. I believe they are confident with their mid-floor control, which they should be as defenders. Don't seem to be putting much pressure upstairs this match so far. Gonna run around to grab Diffuser, and now their attackers are starting to put pressure on Jen Shaiko with the second pick of the round. On to Velo. Gonna try to nade out behind Generator. Oh, Font. You don't challenge Font when he has that SMG out. The grenade gets burnt and Shaiko gets shut down.
Honestly, even though Cryptic has the man advantage here, I would still say this round is looking like it is in OverDrive's favor. You know, Cryptic really has nothing done. They're just kind of one by one pushing down Secret or Jen, and there's only a minute left. They just now get the Secret hatch, and it's looking a little rough for them.
It's looking like they're kind of on their heels here, trying to get stuff done as soon as possible. They do have these mirror windows to deal with as well, which is going to be difficult to push here. But they're setting their nades and clearing the util. Font takes down another. Plex gets shut down. Now it's a 3v3. Exhibit's still low on health. And they're going to try to mix up this attack, going down main stairs now. 6 on the Buck, trying to challenge this mirror as best he can. Nitro pulled. He's not going to send it just yet. He's just baiting him, trying to scare him, waste time, which they're doing an excellent job of. Less than 20 seconds in the round, and kitchen hatch isn't opened yet. They have no time. They have to just send it. 10 seconds. Attackers are going to be in a tough spot here. They just have to win their frags. Nitro goes out to main stairs. Double kill for Lech.
5 seconds remaining.
And that's just about it. 6 is not going to get another one. Lech with another triple kill on the basement site. Absolutely insane defense once again on this basement site.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I don't know if they thought they were going to go CC again, but only bringing the Maverick there is a questionable move in my opinion, especially when you don't get the hatches until a minute or even 15 seconds left. Especially with those mirror windows, it's very hard for you to get control of anything, especially if you don't have those hatches open.
Looks like they're just having trouble getting control on those basement rounds, but Shaiko does give his team a lot of hope with those entry picks he got that round. Now, we're looking at a gym bedroom defense. Velo going onto the castle and ditching the hard breach entirely. Nope, going to Thermite. I'd say that's a good pick here. That's a good switch up. And Fizzy also sticking that with Lucy. They're just trying to slow down these attackers, which seems to be working well. Their defender's aggression on OverDrive is really working wonders, and Font getting these clutch gunfights is really saving his team some trouble right now.
Yeah, he's a menace on that SMG again, SAO.
Font and Lech on that basement round, just wrecking these attackers. But we did see how Cryptic attacks the CCTV site, so we'll see how they're going to do attacking this gym site. Exhibit dropping the map for Thermite, says, I don't want to do anything risky anymore, just let me get these walls open, and that's exactly what he's going to do here. Pre-placed drones into bathroom and outside of kitchen. They want to get control early here and put pressure as early as possible.
And it seems like they are
Attackers have
extending
located a bomb and
into
defused it.
cash, but not into CC, which is, again, pretty default, and they are reinforcing every wall. They do not want Cryptic to go in that cash room.
They're not going to try to make it easy for them. And castling off the doorway. They're trying to make Fort Knox inside of cash right now, and I honestly don't blame them.
Yeah, if you get that cash control early, then Jim is very hard to hold. And it looks like they're just going for that jacuzzi wall here. Exhibit trying to get
Do see 6 below. Looks like he's in strip, getting ready to get pressure below. Looks like they might be going full force onto this jacuzzi side attack here. See, they do have impact tricks set up for cash side, but I don't think they're planning to go cash side. You've got 6 and I believe Abum below to try to get pressure below Jim. And jacuzzi wall is open.
He fought getting aggressive here in that breach. You know, he's been deadly with the SMG-11, so I wouldn't blame him, but it's a little risky.
Can't get overconfident here, though. We already know Cryptic so far, definitely very comfortable taking gunfights. But they do have control below, it looks like. And there is a member all the way in dirt trying to make a hole open to look onto Jacuzzi Balk, I believe.
Been fought knows he's been drowned. It'd be
Did
scary.
the thermite see him, though? Backed out of cash into Logi now. And Velo takes down Exhibit. That's your thermite and diffuser down. And then Lech gets another onto Shaiko. That's your Iona down, still with a lot of util in their pocket, I believe. 6 is on this master window. He's got the cutoff here. His team might be open for a plan. He's swinging in, getting aggressive. Oh, he downs Fizzy. Abum's still below. Plex got the diffuser Jacuzzi Balk. They're taking their time, though. Thought takes down Plex on Jacuzzi Balk. My god. He is just built different today. Both men main stairs. This is going to be a very hard take here. Abum gets shut down from below the Jaeger of Skinny. He gets shut down by 6, trades him out, and nope. It's no good for Cryptic.
Yeah, it's, you know, again, they just, what control they did, which was just that jacuzzi wall. They got that open, and then that's it. You know, they got frag both out there, and they didn't try to make any play there.
They're getting important control. They're getting that below setup, but I don't think they put that much pressure below the site. Buck could have easily scared some of those in Master and put some pressure there, but I think they were just worried about the Jaeger down there contesting them, considering he was roaming. But 4-1 OverDrive for their defending half. It is Clubhouse, very defender-sided map, so Cryptic really needs to get this round here to make it a 4-2 half.
Yeah, and I was just thinking maybe they should have used their tag timeout, but again, they have to go, or they don't have to, but they basically know that they were going to go to CC site, and they've won it twice now. So, or no, they've won it once, sorry.
Cryptic won their attack on CC once.
Yes.
And we're going to see how they do it this time. Abum ditching the Finka, taking up the sledge. Say that's a pretty fair swap. And we've still got the Thermite and a Maverick now, dual hard breach. Clubhouse is a map where if you don't have 2 hard breachers, you're in for a bad time. It's a very tricky map to get with just a Maverick, or just a Thermite, or just any of those. And the removal of Habana is making way less creativity with their breaches.
10 seconds to go.
But looks like OverDrive is doing their same defensive setup here, if not very similar. So I believe we're going to see a similar attack from Cryptic.
Yeah, I think they're bringing the exact same ops as well. Maybe, I'm not sure if they...
I believe it is, yeah.
Yeah, so they're not changing anything from when they lost it the first time, which maybe they don't have alternative strats, or maybe they think, you know...
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Maybe it's just a problem with their positioning here. But, nonetheless, we'll see how this attack goes. Cryptic getting control of this plat bulk very quickly. Gonna try to get the denial off this wall here, get some info, and just get the staging grounds ready for their attack. Losing a drone out to that drone hole. Unfortunate, but...
He's trying to pick it up.
They're just gonna have to play patient here. Looks like the Nomad of 6 is kind of worrying about Master side. They're gonna try to go for a dual take here, which is very smart. And they are extended into Master on the defense, so I believe they know that. They say, okay, let's challenge them. Gotta take the fight to them if they're gonna take the fight to us. They're gonna get their drones ready. Skinny on the mute, hiding in bathroom with Velo on the main stairs, the Jaeger.
Attackers are pushing.
And he peeks. Oh my goodness. 6 with the pistol whip, all while Fizzy takes out Shaiko. On the other side of the map, I believe. I don't think they know Skinny is here yet. I don't think he's been droned. 6, I don't think was expecting that gunfight. He's gonna get droned out here. And now he's in trouble. But I believe 6 is here on his own. And Funk gets taken out on Platwall from Exhibit.
Airjab deployed!
Skinny gets down from the construction... cutoff from Plex. And Lex also gets taken down from Platbalk. Fizzy gets an important pick. That's the diffuser down. They're gonna start opening this construction wall. At least 2 of them are construction, and 6 shuts them down. An amazing shot.
That's really what they needed to do there. They needed around. They needed a 4-2 split, but
That is a very clean shot. That 6 hit. Really doing a good job winning his gunfights there. And Velo acknowledging it.
OverDrive, I think, was getting a little too confident there, swinging breach and, you know, sitting in corners when, you know, this isn't silver lobbies. I think they know to, you know, drone them. Sitting in bathroom is a little questionable in my opinion.
That round just came down to Cryptic winning their fights, and now they're on the defensive side. A 4-2 half for Clubhouse, that's not bad at all, really. Now they're on the defense. They're bringing the Mozzie and the Mute for a top 4 setup. This is interesting. You don't really see Mozzies on top 4 setups that often. Not a whole lot of roam game usually with that.
Locate and defuse bombs.
Yeah, they're bringing the exact same ops that OverDrive did, except for that Malusi is switched out with the Mozzie. They really don't want drones to get in their sight, I'm guessing.
Yeah. We'll see how they do here. OverDrive on attack did struggle in the last game. We'll see what adjustments they made in the past week to try to secure the win here. They need 3 rounds to win this in relegation. Cryptic needs 4 to take it to overtime.
10 seconds remaining.
They're being very conservative with their drones. They want to save
5
them.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, very smart by OverDrive.
Attackers must locate.
2 ADSs on that catwalk.
Perfect. Well, I can sit there, feel perfectly safe, depending on how OverDrive attacks this. That again, defense has to adapt to the attack, and attack has to adapt to their adaptations. So, we'll see how many adjustments are made here. Skinny is gonna get that Ionic clone into stock and get Velo some early control.
Enemy interference!
Clone gets taken out bottom red. They have stock control very early, and there is a roam on master side from Shaiko on that Mozzie.
Avatar is trying to contest that stock already.
Platwall's already open. Exhibit takes a lot of damage from a nade from below, I think. OverDrive getting control fast. Skinny getting a pick onto Abram. That's your Jaeger down, and another nade from below finishes off Exhibit. That smoke down with a minute into the round. That's a massive pick for the opponents here. They acknowledge the Wamai on rafters. Him and Letch are gonna trade some damage. And here, you see the attackers biding their time. They're not trying to get and do anything fancy. They still have a good drone economy. Velo gets taken down from Shaiko though on the roam. That's sledged down. And he's gonna try to make a getaway, but hot on his tail is Skinny. And he's gonna retreat up Master Stairs. And Skinny gets shut down. Wow. Back down to a 3v3. Cryptic doing an amazing job of evening the odds here. Now the attackers of OverDrive gonna take their time. Say, okay, they evened it up, let's slow it down, find out where they are, and close this out. And all 3 defenders have returned to site, getting ready for this execute here. Shaiko and Slat both not at ideal health, as well as Plex. The attackers way closer to full, partially because of those 50 meters.
Very interesting. They are all stacked up on Cash side. They just gave them catwalk with a minute left. look, default plan is very vulnerable right now. They only have the C4 to deny, or they have 2 C4s to deny it.
Let's see how they deal with this. Trading shots on that window. You do have the coverage on plat balk. They could go for an execute here and try to plant. And I think they might. Just try to bait out one more pick before they can. They want to see if Cryptic is going to swing them, but they do have good positioning here, playing very conservative. And he left plat balk going below to flank up red. And nope, looks like he's going back outside. Changed his mind. Oh! Flex shuts down Fizzy on the catwalk window. Now they have 10 seconds left suddenly. Evened it out, 2v2, gonna have to go for a plant here. Lech has to do a good job covering this. 6 jumped out construction. Shaiko's gonna run out the red rotate. Gets shut down by Lech, and it's a 2v1 with plant down. It's up to 6 to clutch up.
Shaiko, they're wasting his C4 early. Maybe they got the call that he was planting. 2v1 here. He knows that.
Gonna rappel onto plat, and there we go. OverDrive takes their attack way better than what we saw last week. They've definitely made improvements.
Yeah, and I think, you know, those C4s, you know, they really wasted them, in my opinion, and the mute of Cryptic swing out with low time. I think that they just wait until the plant has to go down. I think that round goes in their favor.
I think defenders just got a little panicky there. They were just moving a bit too much, and OverDrive took advantage of that, executing pretty late and securing it. Now we're going to look. They're going to defend the same site, believe they know what they did wrong, and they're going to try to fix it. Let's see what kind of changes they make here. Similar attacking lineup with the 0 now and the Maverick.
The exact same defense there is still going to CC. Maybe they just thought, you know, we just threw that round. We should have won it. You know, let's not make any changes. And
they know what they did wrong. They want to. They know what they did wrong. They're going to change it and see if it gives them a win. So we'll see how OverDrive takes this time. Swapping out for the 0 now. I like that pick. They get way more intel. He can deny some small piece of utility with the electric charges on the cameras. And overall, there's no chance you're going to flank when there's a 0 on the board, so long as OverDrive is watching their cams. And their cam work has improved massively compared to last week. Then again, they were facing a very different team in Nut Goblins, but Cryptic are 2 rounds away from a relegation loss here. So they're definitely going to be playing their hearts up for this. Gotta focus up, dial into these last few rounds.
Yeah, that 0 pick, I love that 0 pick. You know, I feel like the 0 is a little underappreciated in the lower scene here. Because
I'd agree.
He brings so much utility. You know, he has 4 cams plus the 2 drones. There's so much information he can provide.
And the 2 hard breach charges, we'll see where he uses them. We'll see what kind of attack OverDrive does here. They were very focused on the garage plat there. Velo taking early damage. They're roaming heavy down to the lounge stock area. Shaiko takes down Lech early and Skinny's down. Velo, you gotta land your shots, man. Oh no, and he takes out Plex after a very scary gunfight. He's gonna take his time, get more intel. Shaiko hiding in bar. Gonna just look around.
That hole earlier, he would have got.
And there's one free pick. Velo gets shut down. 3v4 attackers get pot wall opened up. This is a great adaptation from Cryptic. They saw how fast OverDrive took control last time, said, okay, won't let you do that again, and got 2 early picks because of it. And losing their mute early is not the worst of losses. You're losing a nitro cell, but we'll see how OverDrive changes up their attack and tries to get their picks back in those regions. There are still... Fizzy gets a shot onto Shaiko. Takes him out, and now the game is evened up. There you go. Jumps in. And Fizzy's gonna get aggressive, jumping through the window. Gets 2. Triple on the round. That's garage control given. Abum, 1 against all. Takes down Font through the plat wall. Now he's just got a mountain of a task on a 1v2 versus Fizzy and Skinny inside of sight. Don't believe they have diffuser though. It is down on the wall. They're gonna try to pick that up early. Watch out for that nade coming through.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
They have the diffuser. They're gonna plant here. Fizzy's just gotta cover him.
I know he's cash side.
Attackers are activating the
Abham's gonna take his time. Got 40 seconds to work with that
35.
Skinny with a nice shot right onto him on the cash door. Busy going huge in that round.
Yeah, that Finka LMG is just so deadly.
He just lined people up. He got the roamer, said, all right, it's a 3v3, and then just basically told his teammates, get ready to plant, I'm going in. Jumped through the window, got a double kill, one onto Cash and one onto Rafters. That incredibly well played from OverDrive. Did exactly what they had to do to get picks back and got the round because of it. Now we're looking at Gym Bedroom defense bringing the Mira now. For Cryptic, they have to win 4 rounds in a row to deny an OverDrive win here. I think they're more than capable of doing it, but OverDrive looks white hot right now.
Yeah, they definitely have to switch something up with their defenses. That's 2 in a row where it just hasn't worked. And they switched the objective to, surprisingly, Gym Bedroom, and they are not attempting the basement yet.
OverDrive also corrected their mistakes a bit, bringing the Jackal. They don't want to lose bodies early to those roamers again, so I think they're going to put more effort into hunting them down now. Bringing extra smoke grenades to cover for the plant, as well as a secondary shotgun. Jackal's a pretty scary operator to go up against if you're on defense.
Yeah, that's why he's a very high ban rate in rank. And, you know, in Pro League, you don't see him banned as much. He's more of a target ban, I would say. But, you know, that's very strong, especially if you have a big room game.
Securing the wall!
10 seconds
Cryptic
left.
here got the mirror setup. I don't believe OverDrive did this on their Gym Bedroom
5
defense,
seconds to insert.
but they did still win it, and I think that this setup here is going to put Cryptic in a very good position.
Defuse a bomb.
They are doing a cache extension as well. I'm gonna see how OverDrive takes this, splitting it up. One team east, one team west. Fizzy, one-man army, hitting it from the south.
That's
4
what
men
Catch
over on
is.
catch side. That's very interesting. I believe they're still just finishing their setup. That castle barricade's gonna get open early, looking for an early pick. Oh my! Huge pick gets shut down, Fizzy. They're gonna have the ADSs there. He can't get too cocky. Mai's gonna get revived. Fizzy takes some damage. He's gonna back up. He knew he bit off more that he can chew. He's got both nades down. Good drone economy from OverDrive still. They can't get too confident with that early down, and Plex takes down Velo for his troubles. And Lex gets taken down as well. Plex. Going huge already. 1 minute into the round, attackers are in a 3-5 deficit. This is going to be tricky to come back from.
Cryptic needed a jump start to their game. They need a round. Oh, and Fizzy
And
finishes
there's
the kill.
6 getting shut down by Fizzy. Guinea looks like he's going to be attacking the logic side of the map. They're still trying to think of a way to attack this cache setup here.
Attackers drop.
And then the flank from the window, Shaiko downs Fizzy, takes down Font. Now it's up to
He knows
Skinny.
he's down Fizzy.
Well, Skinny gets shut down. Finka can revive themselves though, so now it's Fizzy against the world. He will have to ace to win this round on low HP. He has got 1 more adrenal burst left, 0 nades. He might just take time here, try to bait out a kill. Talk to his team, think about what they need to do to finish this up. And that seems to be exactly what he's doing. Just gonna hold long angles, try to get 1 more pick or 2 to even it up a bit. But other than that, Cryptic way better defense here.
Yeah, Plex coming up big with that double kill early in the construction. And yeah, Fizzy just out here baiting, probably talking to his team, saying like, hey, what went wrong? What can we fix for next time?
Exactly. And Cryptic looked way more confident in their gunfights this time. Not being scared to just take the fights on low HP, high HP. They did it and it paid off, but might not always pay off, especially against an aggressive team like OverDrive. But this is the exact round they needed to get the confidence boost back into this match. 25 seconds, still just gonna wait out the time here. Couple pot shots being shot either way. Just seeing what they need to do to close this out. Shaiko going for the flank of the century here.
10 seconds remaining.
See how this ends up.
5 seconds remaining.
Not even gonna try to peek him. Shaiko going for a nice stroll outside. Needed some fresh air after his double kill.
Operators, you have run out of time.
There's a Cryptic round, 6-3. Getting their first defensive round on the master bedroom site.
gonna be interesting if they decide to go to the basement here, or if they decide to, let's try CC again.
Maybe we'll see a bar defense. First bar defense of SFU League, I think. And now we're going for Church Arsenal. Maybe they're just scared of the bar defense. Looks like we're going for a roam heavy setup for downstairs. Shaiko and 6 on the Vigil and Mozzie. Both putting up good numbers for their team, winning those important gunfights. The attackers bringing a similar lineup to before. Double hard breach, 0 Finka Buck. Perfect lineup they need. And dropping the 0 for the Jackal, another perfect pick. Unfortunately, Jackal died early last round, couldn't get a chance to clear out roamers, and not going to say it cost them the round, but that mistake is a very hard one to come back from when you try to roam clear and the roamers win.
Yeah, I think they saw that Vigil and they're like, yep, nope, we're not dealing with that on our drones, Could be ratting away in strip or something. We wanted to bring this Jackal, try to clear this guy.
Yeah, and a perfect point. And Mozzie going to try to shut down that drone economy. You got Plex. If he did that good with the UMP that round, I don't know what he's going to do with 81 bullets, but I'd be shivering in my boots if I was OverDrive with that.
10 seconds to
Right now, if we look at our top performers, we got 6, Shaiko, and Plex, all putting up good numbers for their team so far. And on the side of OverDrive, Font, the support player, going huge this game, as well as Fizzy and Lech, also winning very important gunfights, especially on defense. Lech and Font went big. But now, it's time to attack the basement. We'll see how this roam setup is handled by the attackers. They're gonna get early control of strip here. The roam is set up in cache. Vigil hiding, waiting for the attackers, but they're not attacking that side of the map. He's kind of just moseying around here, just, hey, where are they, guys? So, he's gonna need to reposition. They have the bar controlled now. And Mozzie sneaking down main stairs. Do they know he's there? Fizzy, huge pick onto the Finka. Tosses out a Nitro. Maybe not intentional, but that's a lot of utility burned early by getting that Finka dead. And now they know, okay, they're here to play upstairs. They're gonna have to try to take out these roamers before they get any major moves in. At 6, smart play, just gonna fall back. He scared them enough, he doesn't need to bite off more than he can chew. Instead, letting Shaiko take his place, getting aggressive on Master. They don't seem to be attacking upstairs. Lech takes down 6 on the rotate back down Secret. Amazing cutoff there. Jackal coming into play. I believe Jackal did use his gadget to track down 6 there. You see, he does have one charge of his visor used. And now both thermite charges down, hatches are open. They have a minute 20 to get information on site, get what picks they need, and get this execute going. How they do that is up to them. They have stock hatch open, Shaiko getting a huge pick. That's Font down, that's your thermite dead.
Attackers recovered the
And
bomb.
he's still upstairs, scaring the attackers here. And he's just gonna hide. He doesn't need to bite off more than he can chew. Amazing work from Cryptic here. Very smart play, and Lech is gonna track him down, try to challenge here. Does he know he ran into Lodge? He's gonna know in a second when he repains. There it is. And they're just gonna ignore him. They have the front camp set up probably. They're just gonna ditch down. Main and Moto. Skinny gets a pick onto Abim. That's your Wamai dead. And now they're just gonna try to get control of Church to get a plant down, but that mirror's gonna cause them trouble. And there's Shaiko from the flank with the triple on the round, a double on this execute. Oh no! And Plex finishes off by getting Lech. That's what happens when you ignore your roamers. Sometimes a good decision, but Shaiko pulling off big plays there. Kind of taking the load off his team.
Yeah, definitely, I think they just looked at the clock and was like, we don't really have time to clear this guy. Hopefully our flank cam picks him up and he makes a mistake, but Shaiko there, playing that perfectly. Wait until they have to execute to get down there, find vulnerable, and get that nice double kill.
Smart to look down at them from the hatch, because if I were to guess, they probably had their flanks watching the staircases, but he hit them with the angle that they made themselves, so good work on the room there from Shaiko. Now we're going back to CCTV. Shaiko likes that vigil, got a triple last round. Wants to take it again, try to terrorize these attackers even more.
Yeah, I'm
Defenders,
surprised that the
protect your
Jackal
bombs
didn't
from
try
being
to
defused by
clear top
attackers.
floor earlier. He tracked him upstairs, and like I said with the timer, we can't do this. But
They just underestimated their top floor there, but they knew 6 was upstairs on the monitor, but what's in the past is in the past. We've got a CC defense here from Cryptic. Bringing this match back, OverDrive still needs 1 to close it out. Cryptic need to win 2 more in a row to bring this to overtime. Maximum of 2 points for Cryptic here if they win this game. As you remember, 3 points for a regulation win, 2 points for an overtime win, 1 point for an overtime loss. Cryptic wants to get their 2 here.
Attackers are moving
New
out
team
to
coming into
locate
the
a bomb.
league. Impressing so far, I believe.
yeah, 100%. I feel like they might have even done some scouting reports beforehand. Watch that Goblin's OverDrive game and was like, hey, you know what their problems are, obviously.
They've done pretty good at punishing their attacks so far. This is the one site that OverDrive won on their attacks. We'll see if they can do it again. Another room set up Skinny, taking lots of damage early, I believe, to Abum. Abum not hitting the scoreboard super hard this game, but his impact is definitely felt with those assists and just his general positioning. He's been putting himself in really good spots this
Attackers
match.
have located a bomb.
See here, Platwall's gonna get opened up. Abum's still trying to scare them with that secret window. They tried to impact trick that. Fizzy gets the opening kill onto Shaiko. That's their vigil dead. 1 minute into the round. Fizzy going big with the opening kills this game. I believe he's 4-2. Might have taken my notes a bit longer. I'm having more fun watching than I am taking notes. Lex taking huge damage. Abum also very low on health. Retreating back to site.
He's 6 getting off the Raptors there. Down that,
And more damage onto Lech. These vertical holes go both ways. Skinny shuts down Exhibit. That's the smoke dead. Minute 30 into the round and 6 gets taken down. It's a 5v2 for the side of OverDrive. They're going to try to close out this game right now. And trying to get the picks back. Plex going big. Killing the buck down red stairs. Nade barely misses. Abum still low on health. And OverDrive looks to try to slow it down a bit. Get the intel before they push in. Don't want to lose this man advantage. They know Raptors is clear. It's just about getting this execute down and worrying about those 2 on red and cash. Lush gonna try to nade out Plex here. And he gets him with a little bit of damage. He's just gonna try to play angles. Lush gets him from below. What a shot. Excellent IQ there from Lech to go below and try to take out that guy. Cash now, it's only Plex in a 1v4. 2 men plat, 1 planting, 1 rafters. Will he be able to make a play? No nitro enhance to deny this. And they're gonna get in their post-plant positions here. Playing safe. Fizzy taking some damage, missing out there on the gunfight. He's top red. Plex gonna try to hunt down these guys downstairs. He knows one might be stuck and downs him, but Skinny closes it out. OverDrive, 7-4 victory. Looked way better than they have in their past 2 matches. Looked far more coordinated.
Yeah, I would say their attacks definitely improved, even though they lost 2 of those rounds on the gym and basement defense. Their CC attacks were dialed in, and there's nothing much that Cryptic could do there.
And it seems Cryptic is putting up more of a fight in all chat than they did in that game, but hey, a loss is a loss. They had a good performance. I think they did fairly well, played together, did their job. And may not have worked out today, but it's just your first game, and OverDrive did not want to make it easy for them.
Yeah, Cryptic, they're the new kid on the block in this league, and first game, I don't think they did terrible, to be honest.
7-4 is nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah, no, these guys have been playing for 2 weeks now, and they could have had no preparation. So, they didn't do bad in my book. 7-4, it's not the worst loss in the world. You got some attack. You got some wins on defense. You got some wins on attack. So, they have a lot to learn from now. And OverDrive, got to be proud of themselves. First,
they definitely improved on lots of their mistakes. And even then, on the sides of OverDrive, you had people like Font and Fizzy going big, getting those big important kills. And then you had on the side of Cryptic, you had people like Shaiko getting these impactful kills, first picks. So both sides did their jobs. It's just OverDrive stuck together. They won more gunfights and they got the picks they needed to get, and they leave today with another win, and that's 3 points for them. Lech and Velociraptor. Oh, damn, who's Velociraptor?
Hi.
Welcome.
Yo, what's up? Hello?
All right.
Hi.
Yep. So for this interview, let's start off with you. You guys started off on the defense. Your defenses looked good last week, but unfortunately it wasn't enough to close out against Nut Goblins. What did you change for your defenses this week that you think gave you an advantage early on Clubhouse?
I think our issue with our defenses last week is we started with a really poor attacking half. I think we were down 0-6 or something. I don't know. We did get the first 2 rounds, but we just kind of fell apart at the end. I don't know. I feel like our mental fortitude was definitely better this game. That's probably has to do with it.
Definitely tell. And big picks coming you and Font on the defense. What was notable about their attacks that kind of put you guys on edge for some of it? Because they did get 2 attacking rounds.
On Garage, they put quite a bit of pressure on me in one of the rounds, and I kind of made the mistake of crawling away to a different part of the Garage. I crawled over to R1. I kind of got smoked, I think, by someone on Breach, but that was definitely something that kind of they pressured me pretty hard there. That was a good way to attack. They had someone on the Garage single, they had someone on the Breach, and I believe they had someone on one of the doubles outside. So yeah, they put a ton of pressure on me.
Shifting over to your attacking half, for that Gym Bedroom attack, what went wrong that round, and what adjustments did you make during that downtime in the round to prep yourselves for the later rounds?
Okay, yeah. So that round we had a pretty big miscommunication, and Velo didn't know where Castle was, and I made a bad call out. And then and after that, he got swung, he got killed, and then I just kind of whiffed. So us getting like, I mean, 2 of us dying like right off the bat kind of puts us in a pretty bad situation. I mean, after that, our communication is a lot better, our droning is a lot better. So, yeah.
I agree, you guys look way better this week. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Good job. Have a lovely day, Lech.
You too, man.
All right. Velociraptor, Team Cryptic, how do you guys think you did this week?
I think we did way better than last week.
So, coming into this match, what were you expecting, and what was kind of your game plan going into this?
My game plan was just to do what I had to do when I honestly didn't play this good. Really tired, really late, and I woke up really early. But I did find out that I love playing Vert.
Did do a good job on the vert though. So with the attacking half starting off, it was a struggle. What about their defenses made it very hard for you guys to attack?
I think it was just we had a lot of miscommunications. We didn't really like make a clear game plan. We just like did stuff like as we went. We also like rushed things late round. That last round we did almost decided, but we didn't decide. We just like mostly me. I do this a lot, but playing really fast when I'm supposed to slow down. But we did manage to get our stuff together when we attacked Gym. And then after that, played better, had a better their goal round going uh after that round.
And looking forward to your defending half, you were struggling on the CT defenses. What do you think was going wrong there, and how do you plan to correct that for the future?
I don't think we were really like adapting well. Like we expected them to go CC breach, but then they ended up going con. I think like second round or the one time they ended up on. It kind of almost the ass. We usually just like try to adapt, and that's what we're trying to do. And sometimes like they'd get the best of us. Like most of the times when it came with me, I was just losing my ones. I losing my ones a good amount of time. I can't say the same for everybody else. I mean, I had like 4 kills and he had more. Yeah. We were mostly just like struggling sometimes, not really knowing how to defend doing, but we made it work though. So that's, I guess, all that matters in the grand scheme.
Definitely not a performance to be ashamed by. Great performance this week to both of you guys. Velociraptor from Team Cryptic, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes week 3 of our group stage for SFU League. Next up, we're going to look at the groups getting shuffled up for 3 more weeks of group stage. Then we're kicking it off into our playoffs. So, Joxy, send us away.
All right. I hope everyone enjoyed the stream today and is looking forward to streams all this week for week 4 of SFU League. Everyone, have a great night.
Thank you. Tune in next time.